Yordenis Ugas heard the news about Errol Spence Jr. getting stronger in sparring, but Yordenis Ugas says it doesn't matter. I'm going to beat Errol Spence Jr. and take those belts. Let's talk about it in this video. King Jr. got another video for y'all. So, Yordenis Ugas heard some news that Errol Spence Jr. was feeling better, getting back stronger on his feet, having more power in the gym, training hard like he always do. And Yordenis Ugas came out and stated that, look, it isn't going to matter. I'm going to beat Errol Spence Jr. because I'm one of the best welterweights in the world. And that's that. And also, Yordenis Ugas was on a live, and somebody asked him when the fight happening, and he says May, but I don't know what Yordenis Ugas is talking about. It's happening in April. So, with that being said, Yordenis Ugas is clearly the biggest underdog in this in the welterweight division. He's a good welterweight, but everybody feels like he's an underdog. Everybody felt like he beat it Showtime Sean Porter, that he was robbed out of that win. I felt like Yordenis Ugas beat it Sean Porter, but he didn't get the nod. Yordenis Ugas got a couple of losses on his record, but that was early in his career. I think that Yordenis Ugas can potentially beat Errol Spence Jr., but at the advanced age of 35 years of age, basically, like I stated for in all my other videos, when you're 35-year-old, you're in the absolutely best in your prime, and Yordenis Ugas is in the best conditioning in his prime. Can Yordenis Ugas pull it off and beat Errol Spence Jr.? I think he can. A lot of people feel like that Yordenis Ugas could beat Terrence Crawford. I don't know about that, but history has stated that Yordenis Ugas has beat Terrence Crawford in the amateurs. So Yordenis Ugas is looking to be on a mission to beat Errol Spence Jr. and then go after Terrence Crawford. And also he stated that Terrence Crawford needs to sign with the PBC and don't duck him. But we know the Terrence Crawford has some legal issues with Top Rank Bob Arum, and he's suing him for $10 million. You guys know the whole story. But do I feel like that Yordenis Ugas is going to have enough in the gas tank to beat Errol Spence Jr.? No. I don't think that Yordenis Ugas is going to be able to beat Errol Spence Jr. Even if Yordenis Ugas have all the greatest boxing ability in the world to keep Errol Spence Jr. on the outside and keep him from getting on the inside, Errol Spence Jr. ring IQ is too high. Errol Spence Jr. is going to make adjustments. Yordenis Ugas can make adjustments. I just feel like Errol Spence Jr. has a higher ring IQ than Yordenis Ugas, even though Yordenis Ugas come from that Cuban school of boxing, which they eat, sleep, and breathe boxing. I feel like Errol Spence Jr. power is going to overwhelm Yordenis Ugas. I just don't think that Yordenis Ugas is going to have enough power to keep Errol Spence Jr. off, because Errol Spence Jr. is going to be in his chest all night. Now, can Yordenis Ugas pull off the win? Anything can happen in the sport of boxing. I think he can beat Errol Spence Jr., but Yordenis Ugas is going to have a lot of confidence if he think he could just dog walk Errol Spence Jr. But with that being said, guys, let me know what you guys think. Do you think that Yordenis Ugas can pull off this win against Errol Spence Jr.? I don't know. Yordenis Ugas says he doesn't care about all the talk about Errol Spence Jr. getting stronger, his power and knocking out his sparring partners and all this other stuff. But I totally agree with Yordenis Ugas. He's looking to get in the ring. It doesn't matter. He's showing that he has confidence that he can beat Errol Spence Jr. and he also has the confidence that he can beat Terrence Crawford. Well, he beat Terrence Crawford as an amateur. We know how the amateurs and pros are different. But with that being said, guys, I just think that Yordenis Ugas, if he beats Errol Spence Jr. and if he beats Terrence Crawford, he's going to be probably one of the oldest not oldest welterweights, but he's going to be up in that age, and people's going to be like, I don't even know how he did it. Well, we seen Manny Pacquiao beat Keith Thurman at the age of 41, so it's nothing new. If Yordenis Ugas beat Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, there is no doubt that Yordenis Ugas is one of the best welterweights in the world if he beats both of them. I just don't see Yordenis Ugas beating Errol Spence Jr. or Terrence Crawford. Well, I don't know about the Terrence Crawford, because Terrence Crawford and them, they are both around the same age. And I think that it's going to be a high anticipated chess match. But I think if Yordenis Ugas get caught, Yordenis Ugas, I don't think he has never been knocked out as well. I think that if he gets caught by Terrence Crawford with those looping shots that Terrence Crawford throws, because Terrence Crawford had power in both hands, I think Terrence Crawford can either stop him or knock him out. I think that Errol Spence Jr. is going to stop Yordenis Ugas in the 9th and 10th round. But I wouldn't be surprised if Yordenis Ugas pulls this off at the age that he's in and take those belts from Errol Spence Jr. But with that being said, guys, Yordenis Ugas says that it doesn't matter what Errol Spence Jr. has been doing in training. I'm looking to beat Errol Spence Jr. And even if all that power, I'm just emphasizing, even with all the power that Errol Spence Jr. have, it won't matter because I'm going to win. And I know I'm the best welterweight in the world. With that being said, guys, it is what it is. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. This is your boy King Jr. I'm out of here. Peace.